The snow was falling. Soft, silent, endless. A lone traveler walked the narrow path. Boots crunching. Breath fogging in the cold. Each step felt heavier. The wind howled through the trees. It whispered stories. Old ones. Forgotten ones. He pulled his coat tighter. Night was coming fast. The forest, thick and white. The sky, deep and gray. Then, he saw it. A light. Faint. Golden. Up ahead, through the trees. A cabin. Old? Weathered. He hurried forward. Heart beating faster. Snow whipped past his cheeks. Hands nearly numb. He reached the door. Wooden. Rough. A little crooked. He knocked. Once. Twice. No answer. He tried the handle. It creaked. The door opened. Warmth touched his face. Inside, a fire burned low. A chair rocked gently. Blankets were folded neatly. And there, a dog. Curled on a rug. Tail wagging slow. The traveler stepped in. Closed the door behind him. Snow melted on his coat. He knelt by the fire. The dog came over. Nudged his hand. Warm nose. Friendly eyes. "Hey, boy," the traveler whispered. The dog wagged once. Then twice. Then settled again. The traveler sat. Sighed deeply. The fire cracked. Time slowed. The room smelled of pine. And cinnamon. And something old. Like stories left behind. On a table, he saw it. A journal. Leather bound. Edges curled. He opened it. A name. A date. A message. "Thank you, cabin, for warmth that winter night. Your fire saved me. Your silence healed me." Another page. "I came lost. I left found. To the next traveler, sleep well." He smiled. Flipped through more. Pages full of voices. Some shaky, some calm. Each note whispered peace. Gratitude. Relief. A trace of hope. He wrote too. "The snow led me here. The warmth held me still. Thank you." Then, he lay down. Blankets over his shoulders. The fire danced. The dog curled beside him. Outside, snow fell on. Soft. Endless. Safe. The snow was deeper now. Heavy. Thick. Blanketing the trees. The traveler stirred. Blankets wrapped around his body. A soft breath escaped his lips. The dog had not moved. Still curled by his feet. Still warm. Still watching. The fire was low. But still alive. Crackling gently. Its light danced on the walls. The cabin held silence. But not emptiness. It felt full. Full of rest. Full of kindness. He rose slowly. Stretched. Looked around. The wooden walls creaked in welcome. Outside, the wind sighed. Not fierce anymore. Just quiet. Just tired. He walked to the small window. Frost traced the glass. The world outside was white. Untouched? Still. He touched the window frame. Worn smooth by time. This place had seen many winters. And many visitors. He turned to the journal. Still open on the table. He sat again. The dog joined him. He read more. page after page. Some were long, some short, all gentle. I stayed here when my heart was broken. The fire helped me mend. I left a piece of my sorrow in the ashes. It never followed me again. He closed his eyes. Let the quiet words soak in. It felt like a lullaby, one written by time. The journal was a comfort, not just words, but warmth, a thread of humanity, woven through winters. He wrote another line, just one. Simple, honest. I felt peace here. Thank you. The dog barked softly, a single sound. Not alarm, just agreement. He found the small kettle, set it on the fire. Steam began to rise. A scent of herbs filled the air. He poured the tea, wrapped his hands around the cup. Heat seeped into his fingers, his chest, his mind. Outside, snow tapped the roof, like a soft drum. Slow, steady. He drank in silence, sipped peace. The dog rested its head on his knee. He smiled. He found a blanket on the chair, laid it over the dog. The dog sighed happily. He wandered the small cabin. Not far. Just slow steps. Every object had a story. An old clock. Not ticking, but proud. A carved owl on a shelf. Wood faded with age. Its eyes wise. A photo in a frame. Two people. Snow in their hair. Smiles in their eyes. A coat on a hook. Still waiting. Still faithful. The traveler sat again. Let his breath slow. Let his thoughts settle. The wind outside had calmed. Still cold. Still snowing. But less wild. He pulled the journal close. More pages to read. More whispers to hear. We laughed here. We cried here. We left better. If you're alone, you're not. This cabin knows you. His eyes grew heavy. The fire was steady now. Warmth wrapped around him. Blankets and tea and silence. He curled into the chair. The dog climbed beside him. Together, they slept. Together, they dreamed. Outside, the snow kept falling. Gentle. Endless. Safe. Morning came slowly. Soft light through the window. Pale and quiet. The kind that doesn't wake you too soon. He opened his eyes. The fire still glowed. The dog was awake. Watching him gently. He sat up. Stretched again. Felt the calm still inside him. He stood and looked out. Snow rested on every branch. Like frosting on a cake. Thick and lovely. No footprints. No tracks. Just peace. He brewed another pot of tea. Used the last of the herbs. It tasted of mint and memory. He ate a small biscuit. Crumbly. Wrapped in cloth. Left by a stranger before him. He read the journal once more. One last page. One last message. If you're reading this, you're safe. You are not lost. You are just here. He smiled. Close the book. Pet the dog gently. Time to go, he whispered. The dog stood. Tail wagging. Ready. He wrapped his scarf. Pulled on his coat. Laced up his boots. Opened the door. Cold air rushed in. But it felt fresh. Not fierce. He turned once more, looked at the cabin, the fire, the chair, the journal. He nodded, grateful, peaceful. He stepped out into the snow. The cabin stood still, but it watched him go. It would wait for the next soul, for the next whisper. The snow fell again, quiet, endless, like a lullaby.